This is a video of Toronto in the 1930s. This is a video of Toronto in 2020. We can easily see how Toronto has changed as we compare the two pictures now. But since the 1930s, when it hasn't changed much, people who had lived in that time would have not been able to grasp it. It would take 1 million to 10 million years for an airplane to be invented, said the New York Times on October 9, 1903. But on December 17, 1903, Wilbur Wright and his brother Orville Wright built a powered airplane and succeeded in flying for the first time. In 1919, when Robert Goddard, who is known as the father of the U.S. rocket, said that it is possible for a rocket to reach the moon if you boost the momentum of the engine enough, 99.9% of the people didn't believe his words. On January 13, 1920, the New York Times mocked Goddard, saying, "A spaceship? Those things don't even appear in a dream." Goddard doesn't seem to know the principles of action and reaction that high school students learn. But the New York Times published a correction on July 17, 1969. When Apollo 11, the first manned spacecraft to land on the moon, was launched. 17% of the world's population has not experienced the second industrial revolution. And there are still 1.3 billion people who have limited or unused electricity. In addition, 4 billion people, which is more than half of the world's population, cannot use the internet, the greatest benefit of the third industrial revolution. When we think about these things, it seems like the world hasn't changed much. However, there is another aspect to the change in this world. While it took 120 years for the spindle, the mechanical component of the first industrial revolution, to be deployed outside of Europe, it took less than a decade for the internet to spread around the world, which triggered the third industrial revolution. The spread of smartphones, which is closely linked with our lives, seems like it started long ago, but it has only been about 13 years. There has been a rapid change over a very short period of time. Unlike before, the world is changing dramatically.